This is Shanling CR60 CD Transport and CD Ripper. This is their answer to all the other companies who did the same thing but are just charging triple the price. Today's goal is to see how this device works and if we can establish value for what you get. Welcome back, friends. I'm Mike, and this is Audio Arkitekts, a place where we discover new audio gear and sometimes uncover some gems from the past. If you're the kind of person that enjoyed warehouse music in another life, then I'd like to welcome you home and would humbly ask you to squeeze that like button and subscribe to the channel so we can continue to grow together. If you're new to the channel, there's an entire catalog here dedicated to the CD because I feel like I'm like the CD czar for the US market. Who knows, maybe perhaps globally as well. I love the CD and I want it to survive this handheld digital revolution. Not saying it needs to be how it was, but I would like to see it more in the mainstream. Let's check out the Shanling CR60. I've been trying to get my hands on a Shanling product for quite some time now. I know they know that I've been trying to get my hands on the ET3, but we will work our way up to that, hopefully. I've noticed how passionate you guys all are about the CD. Just like me. So I'm going to do my best to bring as much CD content as possible. And if you like the shirt, I sell them on my online shop. You should definitely check it out. Links to the shirt and everything else we discuss will be down below. It's my opinion that the biggest takeaway from the CR60 is that it solves more than one problem for such a reasonable price that I almost feel like, what's the catch? You know, for only $299, it's almost too good to be true. The unboxing was a bit unceremonious. The only thing in the box, inside a box, was a remote control and a generic USB-A to USB-C cable. I was surprised it didn't come with a proper power supply. So for power, you can provide your own 12-volt power supply or a 5-volt 2-amp USB-C supply. I had both lying around, but I couldn't find the adapter for the USB-C, so I had to go with the regular 12-volt input. This is cool because you have creative control to use an hifi low noise supply, but it's also a pain in the ass if you don't have a supply and didn't anticipate this machine not providing one. So best case financially, buy one on Amazon for like $8. Worst case, grab yourself a nice one for around $50. So it does add a small extra expense, nothing too dramatic though. The first thing I noticed when I took it out of the box inside of a box was its beautiful metal alloy enclosure. It has a sleek design and it's really small. I was expecting it to be a bit bigger. However, it does have some good weight to it. It feels like a solid piece of gear. For the price, they could have gotten away with cheap plastic crap, but I'm glad they took the high road. It has a tiny screen in the front. If you're old like me or blind like me, this kind of sucks, but I didn't mind getting all up close and personal with the device. It was fine. Around the back, you have options. Since this is a ripper and a transport, there's a switch where you can decide what you want to do. Let me just say, the ripping is probably going to be the deciding factor for many of you, since doing it on the PC is, I don't know, more of a task than just inserting a CD into the Shanling and a USB drive or external drive around back and just calling it a day. Now, this thing goes a step further and offers their own app called the Edict Player, where you can connect your smartphone to the device using the USB-C output on the back and using the app. You can then rip your CDs directly to your phone. It's insane. That might be the aha moment for some of you. I prefer the hard drive route, but it's nice to know that that's an option. When it rips, it's going to rip in lossless WAV files. You can then turn them into FLAC or MP3s if you really hate your life. If you keep them as WAV files, I would advise you to invest in a larger storage solution because those files tend to be big and take up a lot of space. Here is where I had a bit of an issue though. If you're ripping it straight onto a hard drive like I am, it doesn't provide any information on the artist, the album, the songs. Everything's just generically organized into folders, which is fine if you have the time to write this information into each file. I don't have that kind of time, so I think I'll stick with EAC for ripping. I thought it would be different when ripping from the unit to a mobile phone. However, it's the same thing. The phone wasn't able to retrieve any data about the music. So I'd say go one step further, Shanling, next time and find a way to integrate artist and song information as well as a coherent filing system, artist, album, song, etc., etc. As a transport, you have the option of using an optical, coaxial, or USB output to connect to your DAC. I have it connected straight into the Hi-Fi Rose, which has a built-in DAC and will do its thing. Simple, easy, I think that's the point. Sonically, it's a transport, guys, so any characteristics you're hearing are probably coming from your DAC and output stage. CD transports matter to an extent. If they aren't built well, and you have other issues in the mechanism or electronics, then yes, you will absolutely hear it. But if it's designed well, which I believe this device is, I think finding the right DAC that will complement your listening style might be the more important decision. So earlier in the video, I said, what's the catch, right? Well, for $299, you're definitely getting your money's worth. You're getting a CD ripper that can rip your CDs very quickly, mind you, to either a PC, a hard drive, or a phone, and you have a transport that can send off your favorite music to the DAC of your choice. Overall, for $299, this is a very good deal, especially with the design and aesthetic. You won't spend $300 on this and be disappointed. I definitely recommend it if it checks off the right boxes for you. A nice first outing with Shanling. I look forward to reviewing more from them like the ET3. Thank you so much for joining me and making it to the end. If you like this shirt, I have an online shop where you can buy one for more than a fair price. I also have a Patreon where you can join me for after filming commentary and other cool stuff too. It's a great way to support the channel and my efforts. And if you haven't yet, make sure to check out my new channel, Dreamin' Digital, where we cover all things desktop tech, PC, home lab. You get the drift. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to both channels and find out if the like button knows who Batman really is.
Master Bruce. I'm Batman, Alfred. Batman.
Don't forget to ring the bell to get notified every time a new video is born. Take care, friends. We'll see you next time.